Hey guys, so today I have swatches of the Princess Shimmers collection from Glam Polish. There are 10 polishes here altogether, 9 full coverage polishes and 1 topper. So I will link the Glam Polish website down below since these are available right now, and then we'll get into the swatches. So the first polish is called Mirror Mirror, and there are so many elements to these polishes that I'm going to read the Glam Polish descriptions because I don't want to miss anything. This is described as a gray crelly with iridescent shimmer, platinum silver flakes, and silver micro flakies. And the shimmer I'm seeing in here is mostly this reddish pink color. I haven't seen it. I guess at really extreme angles you can see it shift a little bit gold, but it's mostly going to come off that reddy pink. So here is the first coat. This is pretty sheer on that first coat. Shimmer is already standing out pretty nicely. There are a few streaks in here, but for the most part it's pretty even, and the formula feels pretty good as well. So this one does start to build up on that second coat. It's still definitely going to need a third. I can see a good amount of my nail line. And that gray is obviously getting deeper with each coat. Shimmer is still standing out pretty well. It looks like it's a little bit dulled between this dry coat and this wet coat, so I'm going to let it dry completely. It should stand out a bit more once it's dry. And this does seem to dry a little bit dull as well. Okay, so this one does cover completely in 3 coats. I think if you're not super picky, you could probably get away with 2. That second coat didn't dry as sheer as I thought it would. And the shimmer does stand out a lot better once it's fully dry. If you can hear my water softener, I apologize. I'm about to take a break until it's done doing its thing because it's obnoxious and it's like practically in this room. It's right on the other side of the wall. And again, this does dry dull. Nothing that's in here is going to be textured or difficult to remove, but you will still want top coat. So that is 3 coats of Mirror Mirror. The next polish is called Damsel In Distress, and this is described as a light pink crelly with iridescent shimmer, platinum silver flakes, and silver micro flakes. So on my end, the shimmer in the bottle here is looking like it's shifting between a gold and a green, but when I show it in the camera, it's looking very pink. I don't know. Yeah, it looks pink. I don't know. So this one is pretty sheer on that first coat. It is a light pink, and there is a lot of shimmer and flakes in there that you want to be able to show through, so it has to be a little bit more sheer. What you get from the shimmer is going to depend on what angle you're looking at it from. So in the bottle I saw a lot of gold and green shimmer, but here on my nails I'm seeing mostly orangish, pinkish, red, those kind of shades. And good formula on this one as well. So this one does start to build up on that second coat. I can still see a good amount of nail line through it though. And this does dry a bit dull. Like the last one, you won't have a lot of texture in any of those flakies, and it won't be difficult to remove. So this one does cover completely in 3 coats. Well, I should correct myself. I feel like if you look very, very closely, you might be able to pick some nail line out, but you really have to look for it. And you get a nicer opaque pink shade out of that 3rd coat as well. This didn't dry a lot more sheer than it was when it's wet either, which I kind of just come to expect from polishes, but the last 2 haven't been doing that. So that is 3 coats of Damsel in Distress. So the next polish is called Ever After, and this is the last polish in this finish. The next ones are a little bit chunkier, a lot more glitter, and a lot more sparkle to them. So this is described as a mint crelly with iridescent shimmer, platinum silver flakes, and silver micro flakes. So again, the shimmer in this one, it seems mostly pink. You might get some other shades with more extreme angles, but I think that's what you're going to see for the most part. It is pretty sheer on that first coat. And good formula on this one also. So this one, it does start to build up in that second coat. It is still a bit sheer though. Huge difference in the color between 1 and 2 coats once it starts to build up. And this has all of the same elements to it as the last 2 polishes, so it's not going to be difficult to remove. It's not going to have to be scrubbed off, but you are going to want top coat to add some shine back to it. So this one does cover completely in 3 coats, and you do get a better color out of that 3rd coat as well. So that is 3 coats of Ever After. The next polish is called Fairy Tales Can Come True, and this is described as a lime, subtle, hollow crelly with iridescent flakies, iridescent shimmer, ultra hollow glitter, and fine hollow micro glitter. So here is the first coat. It is a bit sheer, but you can see there's a ton going on in there between glitter and flakies. These look really, anything holographic looks really, really amazing in the sun. But when I was doing my swatch photos for this collection, I was getting morning sunlight in my living room window, and I kept like sticking my hand in the sunlight because they just looked so amazing. Good formula on this one as well. These are going to dry a bit textured, so you are going to want top coat to smooth everything out. You can also get sometimes these really large, that's not really a large one, but it's the largest one right now. These larger flakes, iridescent flakes in there. Sometimes they can be a little big. If they're huge, I'll just take them off my nail, or if they start to hang over the edge of the nail, you can just tap them back so they're flush with the end of your nail. If I get a really big one, like the ones that I'm talking about, I'll point them out. So this one does start to build up on that second coat. I can still see a little bit of nail line. It was really hard with how much stuff is in here to pick out what color shimmer I was looking at when it's in the bottle, but now that it's on my nail, it looks like one of those gold to orange shifting shimmers. So this one does cover completely in 3 coats. There is a bit of texture to this once it's fully dry, but it's nowhere near the texture you would get from a chunkier glitter. But I still suggest top coat to smooth it out and give everything a shine. So that is 3 coats of Fairy Tales Can Come True. So the next polish is called Enchanted Rose, and this is described as a pink subtle hollow crelly with iridescent flakies, iridescent shimmer, ultra hollow glitter, and fine hollow micro glitter. And I'm seeing a lot of purpley blue shimmer in this one. Obviously it is a bit sheer on that first coat, and good formula on this one also. Trying to put some polish back in the bottle, make sure that I'm doing a really thin coat. So this one does start to build up on that second coat. Can still see a little bit of nail line. And I did put this on a nail and let it dry fully. Usually these swatches I take off when they're still pretty wet. But I let one fully dry. I did have a little bit of resistance on removal, but nothing close to like a really dense glitter would be. So this one does cover completely in 3 coats. Again, you will want top coat to smooth out that little bit of texture that is there and to add some shine back. So that is 3 coats of Enchanted Rose. The next polish is called Clock Strikes Midnight, and this is described as a sky blue subtle hollow crelly with iridescent flakies, iridescent shimmer, ultra hollow glitter, and fine hollow glitter. So this one also sheer on the first coat. It is in more of a jelly base. I think I've done that with pretty much all of these, and I might have mentioned it already, but I am doing just a little bit of manipulation to pull some of those flakes that kind of deposit towards the back of my nail further towards the end, so everything looks a little more evenly spread out, though I don't think that's super important on the first coat because they're going to be covered up for the most part anyway. And good formula on this one. So this one does start to build up on that second coat, and this does have a very pinky red shimmer to it. So this one does cover completely on that third coat. And I've noticed with all of these polishes that the shimmer is a lot more obvious once the polish is fully dry. So that is 3 coats of Clock Strikes Midnight. The next polish is called the Lost Princess, and this is described as a lilac subtle holographic crelly with iridescent flakies, iridescent shimmer, ultra hollow glitter, and fine hollow micro glitter. They're pretty much all the same, just a different color. And I am seeing a very green shimmer from my angle in the bottle, but it's looking very gold here on camera. So this one is sheer on the first coat. The shimmer on my nails is looking very gold as well. And good formula on this one as well. So this one also starts to build up on that second coat. These finishes are all the same, just in different colors, so it's kind of hard for me to think of things to say to keep the polish on the camera long enough, because I've pretty much said it all already. So this one does cover completely on 3 coats. The amount of nail line that I had with this polish in 2 coats was pretty minor compared to the other ones. I still think it needed a 3rd coat, and I do get a better purple color out of that 3rd coat, but it wasn't as sheer as the other ones have been. Probably just because it's a deeper color. So that is 3 coats of the Lost Princess. This next polish is called All Magic Comes with a Price, and this is described as a light purple subtle hollow crelly with iridescent flakies, iridescent shimmer, ultra hollow glitter, and fine hollow micro glitter. Here it is next to the Lost Princess, so you can see the difference. The Lost Princess here is your warmer purple, and All Magic Comes with a Price is your cooler purple. So this one is a bit sheer on that first coat. I'm seeing a kind of bluish shimmer in this one, but what stands out the most, if you can see, are those iridescent flakies that are very like bright red or pink, however you want to see it, but they stand out really nicely against that purple. And good formula on this one as well. So this one does start to build up on that second coat. I really, really like the red pink. One time I look at them, they're red, the next time I look at them, they're pink. Right now they look pink, but I really like those flakies. They stand out super, super nicely. So this one does cover completely on that third coat. And again, because I'm running out of things to say, you will want top coat to smooth everything out and to add that shine. So that is 3 coats of All Magic Comes With a Price. The next polish is called Fairy Godmother, and this is a periwinkle, subtle, hollow acrylic with iridescent flakies, iridescent shimmer, ultra hollow glitter, and fine hollow micro glitter. Here it is next to Clock Strikes at Midnight, so you can see the difference there in the shades. Again, sheer on that first coat. The shimmer in this one looks a bit more red, and those flakies are a really nice purple shade. The flakies are iridescent, so they do shift, but I'm seeing mostly between purple and blue. So this one does start to build up on that second coat. It's still a little bit sheer though. So this one does cover completely in 3 coats. And for the last time, you will want top coat to smooth everything out. There's nothing super textured in here, but there is a little bit of unevenness from all the glitter and the flakies that are in there. And you will want to add that shine back because it does dry a little bit dull. So that is 3 coats of Fairy Godmother. And the last polish is our topper. This is called Glass Slipper, and Glam Polish describes this as a clear topper with rainbow iridescent flakies, iridescent shimmer, and platinum silver flakies. And I'm layering this over Spell from Picture Polish. So here is 1 coat. I am doing just a little bit of, I guess, spot treatment to make sure that those rainbow flakies are spread out completely. And it's actually hard to tell if I have them on the brush because the brush is this lighter color. If they don't catch the light properly, it doesn't look like there's any on there, and then when you put it on the nail, they're everywhere. Good formula on this, and there are a lot of all those elements in there, so it is pretty easy to get it spread out evenly. Again, I'm doing a little bit of spot treatment, but it's not taking too much. So this will dry relatively smooth. The flakies won't be difficult to remove from the nail, but I would still suggest top coat just to give it a very glassy look, because those flakies can make it look just not quite as smooth as it should be. So that is 1 coat of Glass Slipper. So I think All Magic Comes With a Price is going to be my favorite. I really liked how like I said, look very pink to me now, but they're red or pink depending on what angle I look at them. But I really liked how the flakies, the pink/red flakies, stuck out in this one. They stood out really nicely against the base, and they I don't know, they made this one extra special for me. So that is my favorite. So that is the Glam Polish Princess Shimmers collection. Again, I will link the Glam Polish website down below where you guys can check those out. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I will talk to you later. Bye.